Next topic, man.
I mean, I guess that's self-preservation.
Should a man have a say so in what?
I said that's self-preservation. In her eyes.
In her eyes, in most women's eyes, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, listen,
I can only speak for myself. So.
Should a man have a say so on what his woman wears outside?
No. Did he buy it? Is he sponsoring the clothes?
Even if he bought it, I'm sorry. My man not telling me what I need, what I can and cannot wear. He never has, and he probably will never do that simply because, one,
you're not wearing nothing crazy.
No, even if I decided I wanted to, what's crazy to you?
You got a lot of shit exposed. Man.
Okay, what's a lot of shit exposed? Let's be specific.
Ass out, nipples out.
Okay, so now
so you just walking outside naked, like
no,
no. I like you see it. Like, I just went to a party last night. They was all half naked. Y'all seen Ciara dress at the?
And there was a problem with that.
Yeah.
Her husband wasn't angry. Everybody else was mad.
Yeah, so everybody else was up in flames and had think pieces, but her husband was perfectly fine.
I'm just saying for me and my woman, yeah, there's a problem with that.
I had a situation recently where somebody who I met and was like getting to know had told me like they couldn't wait to dress me. Like put me in clothes or just, when I go out with them.
Are you a doll?
Right. I'm Barbie or something. But he gave me an example of what it was that he wanted me to wear. And it was like a see-through like dress. And he wanted me to have my titties out, like nipples out, with only like a thong under in public to go out to dinner. Like when we're in Miami, he's like, oh, when you come to Miami, this. And I'm like, no, thank you. Like I'm not.
That's because he wanted to walk around with you like a trophy. That's different.
But how is that a trophy?
Because he's showing you off. But he's showing you off.
He's showing, but I'm showing my own skin. That's not happening.
But that means he has. I don't feel like a man has respect for you if he does that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I also feel like now showing your body, does he have a say in what you wear? That's him having a say in what I wear. If I'm not comfortable with that, no. You're not gonna have a say in what I wear regardless.
But if is that your boyfriend though?
No.
Y'all just talking.
No, we're not talking anymore. That shit is not happening.
We talking about in a relationship.
We
talking about in a relationship.
Yeah.
Or marriage. Should your spouse have a say in what you go outside in?
No. Absolutely not.
So let's say you wear something revealing. You then go outside and then a man gropes you.
But you said revealing, like showing what?
Let's not do that. I don't hate
Who are you calling?
First of all, we're gonna stop there because depending on what I wear does not depend on how a man acts, and that's just
okay.
That's really
let's say you go outside and what you wearing now,
and the nigga will probably
they do that.
Who are you calling? Who are you calling?
My man is definitely, or I'm calling my brother or my father. But either way, however I dress, if a man is that disrespectful, he gonna do it whether I have clothes on, whether I don't have clothes on.
He only doing it because you're looking like a whore.
No, he's
that's why he's doing it. You're looking like a whore, so he gonna treat you like a whore.
So now, when you were out with your man, how were you dressed? When you were out with your man and a guy came up behind you, how was you dressed?
A regular dress.
Okay.
Not even a see-through dress.
Okay.
This much cleavage.
Okay. So now, does that fit?
I don't think that matters. I think
clothing doesn't matter.
He should have a say on what you wear.
I'm gonna be for real. As a woman, I started getting catcalled. I was probably 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even a developed.
Yep.
I'm a child.
I'm wearing regular ass clothes.
If we sit here and say, oh, it's what you're wearing, nah. Men are men, and men are disgusting. And I don't want to say all men. But men are very nasty. And so when we talk about, oh, well, you got groped because what you had on, nah. I could have been fucking covered up in a hijab.
You could have been a nun.
And they would have done it still.
Yeah. Right. I understand that. You could be wear a turtleneck, bodysuit. I understand that, women.
You don't think so?
I think it's again, we couldn't talk about the exceptions, but again, if you are dressing like a whore,
but 9 times out of 10, a woman is dressed up, fully clothed outside, and a man
what's dressing like a whore to you?
They said
dressing with a see-through with just a thong on, that's dressing like a whore. Yeah. That's how they show what they got outside. What you mean?
So if a woman went outside like that, you automatically just assume she's a whore. She throwing pussy at everybody. This is what she likes to do.
So that gives you the right then.
She's just not going outside like that because she likes her body. She wants to feel sexy or feel valid in her own self.
That's what it's giving. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when we got to this day of age where women want to be half naked all the time and want to be like, oh, I'm
women
sexually
have always
liberated.
been half naked.
Since when?
Women have always been half naked.
Since when?
Have y'all seen the pictures of y'all moms and aunts from back in the day?
Definitely.
Maybe your mama.
Maybe your mama.
My mama got class.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she kept her clothes on, not her ass out.
I don't know. Why
I don't want to bring it back to this time, but like, what about like in like, you know, in Africa, the women, they would walk around with no shirts.
There's tribes of women who walk around
shirts,
with their titties out.
Literally, and just something covering the bottom
they
of them.
whores?
You talking about? Come on, we talking
about? No. We talking about women.
We talking about men and women. We talking about men and women.
The men is butt naked too. Like what the fuck? Like
that's
the men got their chest out and they're still covering.
No, some men they out. What are you saying?
And the only difference is that we are hypersexualized. So if I decided I like this mesh dress and it looked good on me and I looked bad as shit and then I walked outside, I'm looking good as shit for me. And if a nigga thought I looked nice, that's cool. But don't touch me.
I just want to hear from y'all like 20 years or 10 years from now. And if y'all have a relationship, I guarantee most men will want to have a say, because I'm willing to hear, if my woman don't want me to wear something, I'm willing to compromise. Hey, babe, you know what you don't like.
But at what point, case and scenario, is a woman really gonna tell her man that
babe, I don't like that hat. I don't like that shirt. I heard it before.
But I don't like that hat. You probably don't go with that outfit. She probably doing you a favor.
Right. She probably looking at telling you that she don't like the hat or the shirt because she feel like you're gonna get groped or you feel like you look like a whore.
Like, she's telling you because she knows her fit is probably trash.
But you see, that goes back.
So if I had take those gray sweatpants off.
That goes back to the mind of a protector. I'm looking to protect my woman.
But if you
I'm trying to put her, hold on. I'm trying to put her in the best position to go outside and come back home safely.
Facts.
If I think that you wearing this outside is going to attract extra attention, because you might still get attention no matter what you wear. But if I think this is going to attract extra attention to you, I'm going to say, babe, I don't think you should wear that. And as my woman, you should be like, I understand.
Let me tell you something. All of that is bullshit. And I say that I simply because it's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because as a person, I've literally gone outside in short ass shit, cleavage. I've gone outside in sweats. I've gone outside looking bummy as ever, baggy clothes. A man is still going to try it. Men have tried me on all occasions, whether I was dressed.
Did I not just say that?
But if you're a protector, then your mind state should
only
only
be keep me in the house and lock me in a cage.
At that point, because if what I'm wearing, if you feel like what I'm wearing is determining whether a man is gonna try me or not, then you're really not thinking as a man who is disrespectful. Because if it's disrespect, it's gonna be disrespect across any board.
Well, first of all, you're disrespecting me by having your whole body exposed to the world.
Big facts.
How?
What do you mean, how? What? Your body is sacred to me, correct?
I feel like that's subjective.
My body, I feel like that.
Every man don't feel the same way. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from for sure. I understand where you're coming from. I dress however I want.
So you want to do a counting here?
But wait.
Let's do a counting here. It's a lot of men in here, right? Huh? What about your father? Would he care if your mother was out there with the sheer nipples out and ass out? Would he care?
Believe it or not, my dad got a dress made for my mother, and it's like a gold chain dress, and she's worn it with him before, and he wants to show his woman off. My dad.
Y'all keep going around the question, bro. He asked you a simple question. Yes
sheer
or no?
dress. I feel like
would
my
your father feel comfortable? Yes or no? With your mother wearing something?
Now use the example to state that her father was comfortable. She used the example to state that her father was comfortable.
We don't know what that. We talking about
mom.
You want a picture?
What she wore.
Let me see if I find a picture.
That should probably not revealing as like it's probably a regular dress, golden dress or something. Like we talk about.
If we're talking about chains, we're talking about chains. 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be some skin showing. It's see through. You probably got on like a tan,
maybe a nude underwear.
Shout out to them.
Matter of fact, call your father right now. Ask him that question. Like, if you really want the answer, call your father and ask him that question.
I'll call him right now.
Call him like
that would.
He would probably say some stupid shit though. Like, yeah, of course I want to see her titties outside. He probably said, I promise you, that's probably gonna be his answer.
Put it on speaker.
Hold on.
I just feel like
Papa, question. I'm on the podcast, but they're discussing if a woman is outside, right, with like half naked clothes on. But I use the example of you and mommy. No. I have to give him the background.
Just ask him the simple question.
So if mommy was outside, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Okay, hold on. Okay. So if mommy was outside and she had on like a sheer top or like a sheer dress, how would you feel about it? Do you feel like you have a say in what mommy should be wearing?
Two things. One, yes, I do have a say, because you're not walking out anywhere with me. And
exactly. Yo, thank you, Pops.
Stop. I want to hear it.
2, she would be really popular with the guys if she had an outfit like that.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Yo, Pops, we respect you.
Look, they like
that's
you.
That's how you know, Pops. That's how you know, Pops. That's how you know.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Now
like,
you get that. I feel.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We get back to feelings. Like we just had a married man, just confirmed that he would prefer.
No, they're not married. Actually, they're not together anymore.
I believe this is just my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's all still preference based because some men want their woman to be sexy and feel liberated in their sexiness, and if she is showing up, what?
It's not.
It's not majority.
I mean, she said some. She led with some.
Where are you getting these stats from? Where are you getting these stats from? fellas, put in the comments if y'all would prefer or y'all would care if y'all shorty is half naked outside, man. Because I mean,
but that's what y'all like, right?
I feel like that's a little controlling.
That's why I like the fun.
I know we like if you met me and that's what I was like, don't try to change
it.
I wouldn't.
That's the only thing.
I would just fuck you. I wouldn't take you serious.
But then I feel like you kind of missing out on. You could potentially be missing out on a great woman just because all of us.
You ain't that great if you want to be half naked outside. Like to me,
know.
Yeah,
I disagree.
You know what I'm saying?
That's scary.
Why is that
scary thought?
Why is that scary?
Because
you won't want me outside with a fucking Speedo, like half naked. Like you won't want me
outside.
If you outside,
I mean, I don't care.
Gray sweats don't mean nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay,
my man go outside in gray sweats all the time. What that mean?
Well, that's the difference between men and women. Men care about what their woman wearing, and women may not care what men are wearing. According to y'all,
what is there for a woman to care about? Like gray sweats is so minuscule.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and you having your ass out, it's not.
I mean,
I
guess.
My point I ain't never heard a complaint though.
That's what I'm saying. My point still stands.
And I always say you look good as hell.
Okay, cool.
If he wants to have a say and that's what their relationship is set up as, fine.
Y'all don't even want y'all man with his shirt off on IG taking pictures.
I don't know about that because
mine is on the gram gyrated.
Oiled up.
Mine is on the gram gyrated, so we're not talking about me.
Listen, if you get with an attractive person, if you're with an attractive person, there's nothing that you can do to stop anybody from trying to talk to them, whether they got their shirt off, whether they in half naked clothes or not.
You got a boyfriend?
Do I have a boyfriend?
Yeah, you got a boyfriend?
Yes.
And he let you go outside whatever you want? Okay, shout out to him.
Yeah, but also he knows how I dress. He knows my style. So he's not going to expect for me to do nothing crazy just off the simple fact that I don't dress like that. Mm-hmm. But if it was a different woman, I'm pretty sure.
How can you know how he would react if you
Because we've had discussions about his previous relationships and I know the type of girls that he's dated before and they decided that they wanted to dress differently or whatever the case may be.
And he was
cool with it. Like
if you call him right now,
he felt secure with his lady.
If you call him right now, he gonna say, "Yeah, you could wear any shirt, have the titties out there."
Titties out though, like.
I'm just
saying. I mean, it's what you want. That's what you want to do,
That's
right?
what make you feel sexy and liberated, right?
If I decided to wear a sheer dress, because my birthday coming up too, period. If I decided I wanted to wear a sheer dress for my birthday, and I had on pasties that covered my nipples, but my titties were technically out.
Yeah, because they're still technically out.
But if you want to do whatever you want to do, if you wanted to show titties, nipples, and all that, that's your choice.
Yeah, so if he got with me knowing that I wanted to show titties and nipples, then he's not saying shit about what I have to wear. It's very simple.
So for your birthday, that's what you wear?
What?
I think that it was just an example.
Are you kidding me?
I'm just saying.
She's not saying she's wearing. No.
But you ain't answer my question. If you call him, he gonna be like, "Yeah, that's okay." Go ahead.
If I don't like how you're posing it. Like, if I told him that I was gonna have my titties out, no, he's not gonna say I can have my titties out.
The same thing.
Think of that thought.
Does your man have a say in what you wear? Can she wear something too revealing that, to his standards, would he have a say? That's all.
No,
I'm serious. That's what she would ask him.
No.
What does a man get from dating y'all? I'm just I'm confused because y'all don't feel like y'all should cook for them.
Yeah.
Y'all don't feel like y'all they have a
Let's replay the podcast because nobody said that.
Nobody said that. Y'all don't like submissive. Y'all don't want to listen to what he got his opinion.
I never said I don't like submissive.
If we play the podcast back, play the recording back.
I personally did not say I don't like submission. I said the word submit is very controversial. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said I don't like submissive.
Please run it.
But you did argue for the woman who had it.
Of course, because
we understand.
We understand.
At the end of the day, we're women, so of course women are gonna stick together. But
women need to hold women accountable. And
absolutely, there's accountability.
I had no accountability on women when we gave our examples.
No accountability on what? Because what you said does not fit me. So why am I going to hold myself accountable for something that don't fit me?
The submission didn't fit you, but you was defending
I never said I don't submit.
Well, y'all.
She never said she didn't submit. None of us said that.
Nobody said that. And we also didn't say we didn't cook or clean.
If it didn't fit you, why are y'all defending against it so much? Like,
we didn't defend against it. We just gave examples as to why women would.
When you describe submission, you then proceeded to say that it's slavery. That's what you said.
I said the definition, and so I don't use that word. I don't use that word in my relationship. I'm cooperative. We're cooperative with each other. It's a co-captain partnership. We are partners.
Big on the
and partner. A partner should have a say in what the fuck you wear.
I mean, I guess that's your preference.
I think that's cooperation.
Yeah, that's cooperation.
I guess if that's what you consider cooperation for your relationship, sure.
In any partnership or relationship, you're going to have to agree to disagree and compromise.
I don't hear no compromising on y'all end. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
What is compromising about?
How? If I
mentioned, is it being cooperative kind of almost the same as like compromising in a relationship?
Because you know what would have been a great answer from y'all? If when we gave the example, you could have been like, you know what? I can take what he said into consideration. Y'all was just like, nah, he can't say nothing. He can't. Y'all didn't even think. Y'all didn't even try to compromise and be like, you know what? Like Keem gave a great example. You could have like, you know what, babe? I understand where you're coming from. You never led me astray before. I understand where you come from. You know what? I'm gonna wear something else. Y'all just went straight to nope. And nigga can't.
You don't got no power over me.
I mean, I've never gone that route. So I stand on that. No, he cannot tell me what to wear.
Yeah, I stand on that too. I mean.
It's wrong. Next question.
I
Only here at the Dailyrapupcrew.
I gotta stand on that one.
I stand on.
You hold women accountable.
No, me personally,
because there's nothing to hold accountable. If that's my
that's
point,
what I'm comfortable
if that's what I'm standing on,
and that's who I'm comfortable being and what I'm comfortable wearing. That's on me.
I feel like I dress.
Y'all protect yourself. Y'all protect y'all mans. Y'all don't cook. Y'all don't clean.
I never said I didn't cook or clean.
Y'all don't, and a man don't have a say.
Well, you're right.
No, I have to stop you.
And you know what? You absolutely right. And guess what? The men we date love it here.
They do.
They love it here.
I cook and I clean, and I also dress very modestly.
Because y'all capping. All that shit that y'all talking about, y'all don't do.
They love it.
I cook, I clean, and I dress very modestly. I don't show my skin that often. If I do, it'll be a V-neck shirt, and it probably just gonna be a little bit of cleavage.
If you gonna date a guy like your father,
just because
if you gonna date a guy like your father, wouldn't.
Showing clothes, showing skin, you can be sexy, and also show a skin.
It depends on how you wear it.
I'm not gonna say
I've done it all.
Right.
Y'all been so crazy.
I've been fully clothed.
I've never been.
And he's never looked at me and said, "You like a whore."
Right.
I wish you wouldn't wear that.
That's crazy to me. I just feel like that whole.
You're not gonna say you look like a whore.
I feel like that whole entire statement is such a heavy statement. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
I always say you look beautiful.
I had this argument with my best friend.
So what is a whore?
I've never heard whore.
That's not my question for y'all. What is a whore?
A whore is somebody that begs for attention from the opposite sex and that has sex.
No, it could be the same sex.
Oh, it could be the same sex as well. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that is willing. A whore is somebody who begs for attention. So not even fucking, not sucking, not doing none of that. Just begs for attention.
That was one of it. Like I said, that's part of it.
That's
the attention part is that could be a whore. You attention whore, right? Y'all ever heard of that?
Attention whore, but I'm asking.
We talking about a whore.
If you're begging for the attention, that means you want, like, you most likely you want to do something with the opposite sex sexually, like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you want to do something with the opposite sex sexually?
Who?
You.
Why would you say that?
I'm asking, do you want to do something with the opposite sex sexually? Like, do you want to do something with the opposite sex?
Would you have sex? Yeah, but
are you a whore?
Am I slinging my dick around an Instagram post?
I don't know.
Thirst trapping? I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
maybe
hold on. Let's talk about it though, because y'all really getting all women. But what about the men that be on Instagram with their shirts off? I'm sure everybody out in this room right now got a bro that be on Instagram with the fucking shirt off, trying to be all like.
He a whore, and guess what?
He's a whore. Would you tell him he's a whore?
Yes. Men don't don't care. So it don't matter.
I feel like I've had friends who have just done a lot sexually where I've told them like, listen, you gotta chill out. Like you need to just relax. From friend to friend. Like, listen, I'm looking out. Yes, a female and a male too, because I have a guy friend who definitely be outside, but male and female both. I've told my friends, y'all need to just chill out. You can't be.
Like calling a guy a whore ain't gonna
They need to rest their front, and it's okay to tell your friends.
It's okay to tell your friend to chill out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We have no.
But I don't think what you dress as or how you decide to present yourself makes you a whore. Your actions make you a whore, and that goes for male and female.
That is an action. You that's an action.
But seeking attention from a man who you have interest in, or
people in general,
or you want to pursue, that doesn't make you a whore.
No, I'm not saying a manager. I'm saying just in general.
He's just basically speaking solely because we're talking about clothes, right? So he's speaking solely based off the fact that a woman, if she goes outside and she has a
she look like she gives the exchange for sex on a corner. That's how the prostitutes walk up and down the strip, wearing those same outfits.
I never seen a prostitute look as good as me.
I'm saying, I don't know. You know the difference. You know the difference.
I ain't never seen that.
I'm sorry, you know the difference, but. If y'all were never given this definition, like if you saw someone on the street,
I saw prostitutes before.
Whoa. Let me finish. If you were never given the idea that a woman is a prostitute if she dressed a certain way, and you saw the woman on the street dressing that way, but nobody told you or said to you, that's a prostitute, she's a whore, would you have that same idea as a woman?
I still would value my woman. I would not want to have her body out like that. I
respect that.
Yeah, that's respectable. But
I understand where you're coming from. That's why
I'm just trying to figure out the whole whore aspect.
I don't agree with whore.
That's what I want to know.
But when you say like the whore outfits, prostitutes wear those same outfits.
But if you were never told that it was a prostitute, how can you say it's a prostitute?
Because they say, hey, I'm working.
Why are you talking about hypotheticals? Like, we know what a whore is,
bro. No. That is a hypothetical to say that a woman is a whore because of how she dresses. That's hypothetical.
I said men will think they're going to treat her like a whore.
So then you only see a woman as sex?
If she's dressing like sex, then yes. Y'all always talk about how men like IG models.
So then you don't value a woman.
Your
value is
I don't value a woman that dress like a whore.
Yeah,
I don't.
Can I see? Wait, real quick. Can both of y'all pull up y'all Instagram page and can y'all go to y'all likes?
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of half-naked women that we want to have sex with.
I like whore photos. I don't love whores.
We want to have sex with them.
Standard. You like it. You like seeing it, but if
they have no real value, I would fuck them. I wouldn't marry them.
All men.
To me, that's kind of nasty. If you feel like
I'm gonna break it down.
Because you should put value in who you fucking.
And you a nasty whore.
You should put value in who you fucking.
You should have just put your dick out and any bitch you see, I'ma fuck that. I think that's disgusting.
I'm gonna make it real simple.
So you fucking a prostitute?
Yeah, y'all keep saying why do men? Y'all keep saying why do men? Hold on. Y'all keep saying why do men like these pictures of women on IG that's half naked? Because these men.
I didn't ask that question.
Well, most women will ask that question, right? I see. That's why you wanted to see our For You page or whatever.
No, we just want to refute the fact that you are literally saying that women dress like whores, but you are sitting here liking pictures of whores.
What does that have to do with anything?
You like it.
What does that have to do with anything? I want to fuck them. Yes.
That's dirty.
I'm not wifing.
You want to fuck a whore?
With a condom? Who cares?
You want to fuck a whore?
Who cares?
If a man is attracted to the opposite sex, right?
Like what?
He's gonna like ass and titties. That's a given.
Oh my God.
What he's taking home at the end of the day is not a woman showing her ass.
But if you're fucking her, guess what you're doing? You're taking her home.
I don't know. I see a lot of these whores.
I ain't gotta take her home. I go to the hotel for $60.
I just feel like who you lay with says a lot about who you are too. So if you're willing to fuck a whore, then obviously you low key somewhere in that.
Also a whore.
What the fuck? What next question, man?
But that doesn't.
Now y'all whores by association.
It doesn't. But that doesn't hurt our feelings. It hurt y'all feelings.
No, we're not trying to hurt feelings here.
No, I'm just saying in general. Y'all can call men whores all y'all want. We can call men whores.
I mean, y'all are.
Okay, they're gonna still keep fucking the women.
And the women who are whores probably don't get bothered by a man calling them whores too, because you know what? They live in that. They accepted of that. And they know who they are. They're like, you know what? I like to fuck, then I'm gonna fuck. That's it. That's what they like to do.
When you get confused for those whores because you want to dress like them.
Honestly,
that's how it is.
I've never.
I mean,
I just want you to know I have literally been outside
on Sunday. So if you don't dress like this, why are you arguing?
No. But we're saying that we have dressed like that, and we don't get called whores. Men don't address us as whores. Men come up to us.
They
are respectful.
No, of course we want the pussy. Of course.
Yeah, be
Bro,
That's
how you
fake.
doing? Nice to meet you.
That's fake.
Yes, it is. The niggas
That's
is fake
fake?
most of the
That's
time
actually
too.
fake.
The
That's
niggas is
That's
fake too.
performative as fuck.
Yo,
It's
well,
performative. If you don't
welcome to the
respect
Daily
me,
Rapper Crew, where we inform you and hold niggers accountable as well.
I do feel like a man wants a woman who represents him.
Exactly.
And I feel like
That's about the smartest shit y'all said all night.
like
This is common sense. I don't know why we arguing
feel
this
like
shit.
a
You know what I'm
woman-
saying? Like,
I feel like a
yes,
man wants a woman who represents him, and depending on his status, his career, whatever he's into, he wants a woman who fits that. If a woman who dresses modestly fits that, perfect. And that's what he's gonna go for. That's what he's gonna look for. If a woman dresses provocatively and it fits his image and his career, his whatever it is he got going on, he's gonna go for that too. He don't gotta be a porn star.
No.
there's
He could
actually
be
a
doing-
bunch of
He
very
could be doing whatever.
Don't go down the rabbit
White-
hole with these rhetorical questions, bro.
I've met a lot of
matter.
white collar men who are CEOs who are into very high caliber or high status positions that are okay with their women dressing provocatively or
I've
dressing.
seen-
Bro, you be making
I'm
shit
not.
up, bro, to prove your point,
Where
bro.
where you getting those statistics?
Where I'm getting those statistics
Yeah.
from people I know.
It's
Where were
convenient.
y'all?
It's easy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We
You
got
have
over
yet to
100.
answer that
We got
question.
over 100
Well, the
episodes
You
people-
on
have
women.
yet to answer that question.
The people
Y'all
I
can't
know don't want their women dressing like
We
that.
have
Okay, and
interviewed
it's
over
preference. It's
500
preference.
women. Like
That's the
we,
whole-
we
that's
have
the-
these
but-
conversations.
Are
with
those
multiple
friends
women.
escorts?
No, they're not actually. I'm talking about male friends.
They could be escorts too. The fuck?
We did just have a male
We had a
escort.
male
No,
escort.
you're not lying. There are some men,
Yeah.
to each their own. If that's what you want to do with that's what you want to do. But the whole entire premise is it's preference.
Yeah.
If somebody decides that they want to date somebody who dresses provocatively, then they will do
Like
that.
I gave y'all
But
the example of the
pick
guy who
who
was
you
trying to
want
talk
to
to
But
me.
y'all didn't give
Wait.
you said you cooperate. It didn't sound like you're willing to cooperate.
Because
if your
there's
man
nothing to
had an
cooperate
issue.
with if my man don't have a problem.
No, I said if he did. Y'all keep
What
giving
the
these
hell?
hypotheticals. So if
No,
he
that's
did,
not
That's
hypothetical.
not
But that's not her. But it can't be
Right
hypothetical
now.
for her because that's
why
not her. That's not
So
her
I said-
situation.
But look, so if I said if he did, you're like, well, then I'll be willing to compromise.
I think we should call their boyfriends, man. Call your boyfriend.
Like,
I don't have
Call
a
him.
boyfriend.
You if
Call him.
I'm asking
I
you,
let's talk to them.
I wouldn't call
if
him.
he did have an issue,
mhm.
would you be willing to compromise?
I would ask him, what's the issue? What is
All right,
his
next
problem
topic.
with?
Next topic.
Yo,
Like,
I think that's it. That's the show. That's the show. I'm out of here.
Like, I'm
Listen.
really